I think that beyond everything else, I think that when I think about vibe coding, I think it represents a cultural shift as much as a technological one. And I'm curious as to your thoughts on that. And so in many of the conversations that I have on this topic, some of the shifts involve what I've heard called kind of the Snapchat generation of development. And I think the reason that this analogy is used is because what Snapchat did is it normalized ephemeral, imperfect content, right? You didn't, people who are successful on Snapchat don't show up perfectly and don't get everything right. And you don't showcase perfection. And I like that, I think that we see that with vibe coding, and it kind of normalizes imperfect, rapidly iterated software. And so the question shifts from, is this architected correctly, to, does this solve the problem right now? Kind of like you were talking about with your domain specific experts. Does this solve the problem I'm trying to solve right now? What other shifts do you see driving this interest in vibe coding, Erin?
So I think that you hit on I think the ephemerality one is a really great point. That the cost to prototype used to be very high,
Sure.
even if you didn't care super, have a high quality bar. Just the getting even a basic prototype out of the door was prohibitively expensive, and you had to really be very selective. But the whole point of vibe coding is you really don't care how it was coded.